Night Live, and I'm excited to be here this week and connect with all of you. So happy that you are here. Please come on in and let's have some fun. Tonight, we're going to talk about the astrology of the week coming right off of the Lion's Gate. New moon in Leo, with the sun in Leo being one of the focal points right now. So important to remember the sun is in Leo. That is joy. That is love. That is strength. That is complete power through your heart space awareness. Okay? Living with a love awareness is so important right now. So important. And we're going to talk about that tonight. We're also going to pull cards for all of the elements. Yes, every single element has been meditated on, and I am really excited to pull cards tonight because, these are difficult, challenging, drama type of energies that we're dealing with. So it's really important that we remember to check ourselves and make sure that we're coming from that love state awareness. All right. We're also going to talk about the karmic nodes. We have a thing called a yod, and it's basically a finger of God. I'm going to explain that. And we're going to talk about Mars squaring the karmic nodes. And, we have a lot of oppositions going on currently right now. We have Mercury opposite Jupiter. So there's quite a bit happening. We'll get all into it specifically. We're going to let everybody come on in and just feel within our love space, feel within our awareness of love, because that is the name of the game right now. Really, truly is. No matter what's going on in the outside world, this is where we create on the inside by living in that love state awareness, really pulling in the joy from our heart. And you know what brings me joy? Being here with you. So thank you for joining me. Thank you to everybody who's here that's already popping in. Hi, Tina. Hi, Christina. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Amy. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all the Facebook groups for allowing me to come on in. Thank you so much to my moderator, Kelly Pena, who helps me get on around the trolls. Just so you know, many spiritual advisors, life coaches, astrologers, tarot readers, there are some copycats going on, and we don't want you to get taken advantage of. So just so you know, I'll never contact you and say, hey, do you want a reading? Would you like a love reading? Give me your credit card. Never would do that. Don't have time. Have a huge waiting list, by the way. So I can barely keep up. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you knew, keep yourself safe out there, and let's all try to manifest these guys out of there, because all of a sudden it seems like that's a target. Anyway, I've meditated over all of the cards. And yes, we've got a nice, lovely smudge going this evening. So I give you a little bit of that. There you go. Let's just take a deep breath, unwind from the day, and remember that we are the God spark creating in every single now moment. Yes, that's right. All right, let's see. Hi, Denise. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So, I've had I can't even describe this last 5 days. Last week, shit hit the fan. I was flipping out. If you were here, you remember I told you about it. I'm always going to be true and authentic with you about what's going on in my life so that I can teach you through it. Oftentimes, being a psychic channel and being an intuitive, I oftentimes get affected by the astrology, whether it's the Schumann resonance and the electromagnetics and the geomagnetics that are coming in. I often have, most of the time, getting affected a week or two prior to these events coming in. And so I was getting hit hard last week. And guess what? At the end of the week, I was integrating all of it and transmuting all of it. I was literally coming out of it. And I can promise you, by the end of this week, going into the weekend, so will you. So will you. This week is going to be trigger after trigger after trigger after trigger. And it's going to be shock after shock after shock after shock, especially if you're playing. Okay, so we're creators playing with consciousness. We are consciousness in human form. So we're playing, right? All the world's a stage. Isn't that what Shakespeare said? So wherever you choose to play, that's going to be your reality that you're creating. And right now, since we are dealing with such powerful events, I mean, this Lionsgate 8/8 new moon, with a finger of God, a yod, which is when two quincunxes angles, which quincunx is a 5, which means change, okay? When they come together, and basically in the chart, it makes a point, and it's like God pointing right here. This is where we need to pay attention. This is where we're going to be going through an evolution, a re-evolution even. And the other thing to bring up is, with these kind of energies, you really don't want to play in the outer as much as possible. Let that all, some people are going to choose to play there, and that's okay. Nothing is good nor bad. It's all creation, correct? So it's a good idea with what's coming up with this Mars in the square of the nodes, which the nodes of the moon, there's a north node and a south node. They're karmic nodes. And they create the karma in your personal chart as well as in the collective as to where we're evolving and going towards and what we're learning from and releasing. We'll get more into that in just a few. All right, so that was my spiel to just get us going here as people are coming into the chat. Let's see here. There's Amy. Hi, Amy. So glad that you are here today. Hey, Tammy. Oh, my goodness. Cannot wait to get together with Tammy. Tammy and we have a new show that we'll be doing here in a couple of weeks. I think it's a couple of weeks. I'll have to look at my calendar, but we have this new show that we'll be doing called Conscious Convos, where we'll just be talking about everything conscious, all how to raise your vibration, how to raise your frequency, how to deal with these challenging times as we go through it. Okay, that's coming up. Now, one other thing I need to really get out, because this is awesome. If you are here local, I'm in Padre Island, Texas. That is not South Padre. That's North Padre Island, Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas. I have teamed up with a beautiful woman who gave me the most amazing sound bath that I have ever received. I've been to group ones, but I'd never gotten like a 2-hour sound bath. And this literally took me out of the body, brought in all kinds of wonderful goodness, and it changed up my vibration. So let me just give you a background. Myself and my teacher, my healer, I have a healer. She comes to me. She's a conscious channel as well. And she channels a collective and they speak to me and they help guide me. That's been going on for almost 2 years. She came on Friday. It wiped me out. I had to integrate, lay down quite a bit, did a lot of crying. I did a lot of releasing. And then did the sound bath next Saturday morning. Integrated all of those energies through the night. And then the next day, I had, portal. The portal was basically wide open with the vortex of love on the beach with Karen Wilson, with her wonderful, gosh, it was the most amazing. It was about 30-something people there with this wonderful sunset, Lionsgate, just beautiful activation with the fire. And it was just amazing. And then yesterday, I felt so on top of the world. I just drove out to my favorite place where I'm a crystal grid worker. I bury crystals in the sand and I activate the planet's grid line. Okay. And so I drove all the way out to Bird Island where I do this. And it was really amazing. And I looked up as I was leaving, like I very well thought, well, probably it's too soon. I won't see the crescent moon yet. And there it was, just so slightly slivered right as it was about to go into the water. It was amazing. It was God stepping in and saying, I see you right here, just like the finger of God alignment that we have in the astrology. So it's where you choose to play. Where are you choosing to play? So if you're in Padre Island or surrounding areas, I had to pull this up on my phone. We are going to have what's called Nava Holistic with Christina Kars Yoga and Chanda Sparkles. Basically, it's a sun, soul, light, beautiful yoga, meditation, sound, and then we'll do a little bit of conscious channeling of the astrology for the next moon. Yeah, 2 back-to-back full moons, if you haven't heard. In Aquarius, we had one. It was at 1 degree, and now this last one will be at 29 degrees at the very tail end of Aquarius. So we're kind of sandwiched in between this huge Aquarian energy. So I'm really excited that she's asked me to join, and we're going to team up and just have some beautiful, lovely, spiritual fun barefoot on Padre Island. So please come on out. Message me if you're interested. I'll send you over the links where you can get signed up and you can come on and join us. We'd love to have you there. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How'd your day go? Did you make the choice? You know, last week we were presented with a choice. It was a fork in the road in the astrology last week. And this week, if you haven't already made your choice, you should have. Something major in your life, somewhere in your life, you've been presented with a choice on how you're going to live your life, whether that be a change in job. I've heard from about 2, 3, 4, 5 people. I'm moving, I'm leaving, I'm changing my job, I'm doing this. I mean, big time changes happening. Now, this is the time where we are creating and setting that intention within the self for this to happen. Okay? This will not manifest now. This is just how you're holding your heart space for this to happen. This will manifest once we get into Virgo. Okay? Virgo is earth. I manifest. This is happening now. It is solid. I can hold this. I can touch this. I can sleep on my head on this pillow at this new place that I've moved. You know, I can start this new job and sit at my, you know, new art table if I'm going to go work at an art school or whatever that might be for you. Or there's a lot of endings happening where you're making decisions. You know, you have to make these decisions. You know, because if you don't, the universe, with Uranus being the great awakener, the planet that shakes things up, the planet that comes in, who, by the way, Uranus is in Taurus, okay, square over to Saturn in Aquarius. Uranus rules Aquarius. So it's Uranian energy in Aquarius, very similar energies, okay? Well, now Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius. Okay, so we have so much of this Aquarian energy. What is Aquarian energy? And this is a theme for the whole year. What is Aquarian energy? It is rebellious. It is revolution. It is out of this world, amazing transformation through the collective. Aquarius is about the community, okay? So when we speak to Aquarian energy and have so much of this going on in Taurus, which is our bodies and what we value and our food, you know, food shortages, y'all seen that happening. All of these things that are happening in the world, they're very much clearly written. But I can tell you this kind of stuff is going to continue, but it's not going to like stick. You know, these are energies that we can choose to not play in. I very much see the two worlds split. I'm sure you've seen it as well. But you can choose not to play there. I'm going to create this. Right now is such a time for creation. It really, truly is. I've not ever seen a new moon Lionsgate portal like that. Ever. Like, never. That energy was off the hook. You know, these energies, you can choose to really create the life of your dreams, or you can get, it's just two ways. You can choose the life of your dreams, or you can choose fear. There's a lot of fear because we've been programmed for 18 months, right? We've been programmed for 18 months. So while we're in Leo, the heart space, I create from my heart what my heart's desire is. I truly learn to love myself, take care of myself. And that doesn't mean I'm just, okay, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm taking a bath. I'm managing my frequency. Where am I at right now? Do I truly love what I'm doing? Is this exactly for me? Is this relationship for me? And if you don't choose what your heart's desire is, unfortunately, in the future, you're going to end up having that chosen for you, because this is how this energy works. These kind of alignments, the last time we had them was at the beginning of World War II. Let's think about that for a minute. What was happening? Nazi Germany, all the revolution. These alignments that we're having now haven't happened since then. So it's really important that you kind of really get a bigger picture here, because when you're in Leo, you are creating from your heart space. So we only have Leo. Oh, what is it? Like, let me pull out my thing. I got my calendar. I'm not doing the, I'm not going to pull up the astrology on the tablet tonight, because I only do that on the new moon and the full moon. Tonight, we're going to keep it a little more fun and simple. And plus I ordered the brand new Apple Pen. It's going to come in probably next week, I hope. Because that pen that I've been using with that iPad is not making me happy. So I want to be happy. I'm going to make myself happy. All right. So we are looking at so much Virgo energy right now. Okay. So we have Venus in Virgo, we have Mars in Virgo, and we have Mercury almost in Virgo. I'm sorry. Venus in Virgo, Mars in Virgo, and Mercury almost in Virgo. And currently, we have Mercury in opposition to Jupiter, okay, in Saturn. So this is really, this kind of energy that we're looking at here is just, take a breath. Don't jump to get into something. I'll give you an example. One of the groups that I'm part of, and it's a local one, there was all this bickering and uproar about people's concerns about certain things that are coming down the pipe. And I tell you this right now, one of the things they were discussing, I don't agree with. My ego says no. But my higher consciousness self says that has to play itself out in order for humanity to become unified and become one. And my jumping in and giving my egoic 2 cents is not going to do any good, because those people are having to play out lots of karma, lots of their life path. Each unique individual soul has their own life path, right? We all have our own thing. So I took the high road because it wasn't worth my energy, because my energy is most precious. Oh, I tell you, it's hard, but you can do it. You really, really can. And you'll be so glad that you did. You will be so glad that you did. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, so we're talking about the nodes. Okay, so this going the 13th and the 14th this weekend. Currently, we have the moon in Virgo. Wednesday, Thursday are going to be difficult days as the moon enters Libra. You're probably going, do I want to do this or do I want to do this? And people are going to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, Friday, Saturday, it's starting to lighten as the moon comes into Scorpio, because by then, you know exactly where your heart is going to take you. And if you haven't by then, you may be just like wallowing in the fear. You may be wallowing in the sadness. You're either going to be really, really sad this week or you're going to be really, really joyful. I recommend taking the high road and choosing. And if that means you put off the phone and you don't go and check your Facebook feed, so be it. You've got 2 weeks left. The moon, the sun. Okay, so we have the full moon. This is what I'm kind of like, whoa. Okay, so we have the full moon coming up on the 22nd, and it's happening on the same day as the sun goes into Virgo. Okay? It's a powerful day. There's so much going on with this. Mars is going to be in trine with Uranus. You know, the moon will be in opposition to the sun. Of course it is, always at all full moons. But we have the moon will be in quincunx to Venus. So when I look at these and I see the overall picture of where we're headed, there's a lot of Virgonian energies that we're dealing with. It's really important that you realize people are going to be nitpicking the hell out of shit. And that's going to happen. And it's almost like this whole week is blanketed by this like angst energy and this, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened energy, you know? And okay, now I have to adjust and figure out energy. Or people are already chosen. They're going to stick in their love space, follow their heart, and they know where they're going, and they're not going to let anything burst their love bubble. We'll call it the cosmic love bubble. Stay in your cosmic love bubble. Why not? You've got 2 weeks to enjoy this beautiful Leo heart-centered energy, you know? So really, I mean, we've had 18 months of the fear. Drop it. Excuse me, y'all. I've got allergies. We live in South Texas and this stuff don't stop, it seems. So who do we have here? How do these things... Hey, Jay, you'll have to go check back on last week's video because these videos turn out to be pretty long and I can't talk about really last week's. We're staying on this week's. Sorry. And I can't go into each individual sign because we just have too much to cover. But if you're welcome to message me at Chanda Sparkle AstroTarot and get on the wait list for a reading. Okay. All right. Yeah, better to be the observer, just like Christina said. You know, be the observer to things as much as you can this week. But it's important that you take action. There must be action for what you're manifesting right now. Because what you're doing in each now moment, what you're deciding, the road you have traveled, okay? Because we made the choice at the fork of the road last week. Whatever that was for you, there was a choice. You were presented with it. It might have been just an easy, simple choice, or it might have been something pretty darn big. I would say 75% of the people I've talked to have had pretty large, big time choices that they've made. And maybe you haven't been presented with it yet. Maybe it's going to happen tomorrow, you know, but it's going to be coming up over this period of time, if that helps any at all. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I gotta do this. Okay. Let's turn that down a little bit. So I got this singing bowl and I'm going to play it. Just to clear the space. Ah, I love it. I love it. Isn't this the greatest? I love it. Anyway, it's a new toy for me. And I also got a new drum. I'm really excited. I was drumming like a crazy woman on the beach. It was so fun. I enjoyed that so much. So much. Okay. I want to talk about the nodes real quick, and then we're going to keep on going. All right, so the nodes. North node of the moon is in Gemini. Okay. South node of the moon is in Sagittarius. These nodes click, 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 click around the zodiac. It takes 18 to 19 months for them to transit through one zodiac. Now, with the north node being in Gemini and the south node being in Sagittarius, so the north node is higher. The north node is like what you're doing with your communications, what you're doing in your immediate family, what you're doing with like your immediate environment, your neighbors, your quick thinking, your quick communications, a lot of quick like talk, you know. And when Mars comes in and squares these nodes, it could get kind of like crazy because Mars is ego, Mars is power, Mars is action, you know, Mars is come on, let's go, you know, and Mars can be very willful. Now, Sagittarius, South Node, is our higher mind. It's like the guru, the philosopher. It is the teacher. It is also very ethical, you know. Sagittarius wants the deepest truth. So we're dealing with beliefs, okay? We're also dealing with religions. What you're learning, education, higher education, long-term education. You know, like going to university is Sagittarius. Gemini is taking a quick online course, you know, that's an 8-week thing, you know, something like that. So you understand the polarity. So you get the vibe of the polarity. When the north node is in Gemini, your best gifts, greatest goals, like the best shit's going to be right in your backyard, or at least within your state or province, okay? It's going to be in your surrounding areas. That's where your gifts are. Community, neighbors, you know, that's where you want to find your gifts. Don't go like trying to take a big, long, huge trip, because then you're going to end up having all kinds of crap fall. I mean, it's inevitable. These nodes are going to shift come January into Taurus and Scorpio, and we'll talk about that then. But for right now, we need to understand when Mars or any planet comes in here and starts squaring these nodes, and we get this finger of God going on top of that, it's major. Okay, it's life-changing, and it's serious, but it's also joyful. So it's all of that, all combined into one. And managing your frequency, managing your vibration, so important. Doing your hygiene. And I'm not talking about brushing your teeth, but you better be doing that too. But making certain that you are literally sitting for a minimum of 5 minutes in the morning and just bringing in that light. Just bringing it in. Bringing in that higher power. Knowing that you are a powerful spiritual creator, creating in each now moment. And this is the thing. The more and more people who take this time to do these small practices and then remind themselves throughout the day, is this coming from love? Is this coming from a love state? I have a love awareness. Am I in love with what I'm doing? Am I speaking words of love? Is the underlining blanket of love where I'm coming from? Because that's consciousness playing. Don't let the ego come in, and we're not going to make the ego bad, and we're not going to make the chaos bad. We're not going to make all the shit that's happening in the world bad. Because guess what? That's also consciousness at play, playing itself out. And unfortunately, we chose, and we're here to assist humanity while we play all of this stuff out. So we had a bit of a break through the summer. Wasn't that fun? It's over. And it's going to get more chaotic. It's going to get more shocking. It will. But guess what? You don't have to play there. You just don't. You just don't. Because if you tune into that, that's what you're saying. That's what I want, universe. Please bring me some more of that. I'm not playing there. No way, man. I've played there long enough. I am done. I'm creating a badass life. So let's do that together. Shall we? Okay. Okay, who all do we have here? Hey, Brandy. Hey, Amy. Thank you. Hey, Nikki. So glad you're here. Yes, very good. All right, we're going to move on. I don't see my moderator, and of course, she's probably running late as usual. Hey, by the way, if anybody wants to win the Aquarian crystals, and they haven't already, you want to make sure these are the Aquarian crystals. There we go. It's a set of 6. I'll be giving it away next week when we do the full moon in Aquarius show. So you only have one more week to go comment on the replay of the videos. Any of the videos in the past 3 weeks that say, for this during this time period. So let's get that out the way. And then I wanted to show you this. They gave these away. Isn't this cool for the Lionsgate? Look. Isn't that neat? It's so big and beautiful, and I just love it. They gave those away at that wonderful event that I went to on the beach this weekend. It was really cool. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's see. I'm very excited. Let's get going with the cards, and boom. All right, guys. So tonight, and please let me know if my sound gets wonky because I'm trying out this new microphone, and if it starts to get too loud or whatever, let me know. All right, tonight we're playing with the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, the Light Seekers Tarot by Chris Ann, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracles. We'll pull those in if needed. And then we have the Black Moon astrology cards in honor of the Black Moon, Dark Moon in Leo. Okay, let's move this over here. There we go. Now remember, I'm going to do all of the elements, and sun, moon, and rising are, we're going to do your sun, moon, and rising for each of the elements. So the water signs, the fire signs, the earth signs, and the air signs is what we'll be doing. Isn't that the coolest? They gave these away. I just love it. And the energy off of it. Oh, so good. And just so you know, tonight I used my black tourmaline. This is my black tourmaline. It's really heavy. I used the black tourmaline as my altar piece for the community altar. This has been given to me by my father, who's a geologist, and it has the clear crystals inside, as you can see. So it's been highly charged, highly activated, and I used it through the meditation as I smudged and blessed the cards prior to beginning. So we're going to keep that right here to help us along. So can you tell me, everybody, how you're doing? Like, seriously, has anybody had any triggers? Has anybody had any difficulties as they have gone this week? Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Amy. Okay, absolutely. Yeah. Shoot me a message. Because I get a lot of messages, and so I just go through the messages at least once a day. Your hip hurts still, Christina? So Christina is the one that did the sound healing on me. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Here we go. Where's my candle? There it is. All right, I'm going to do the invocation. I'm getting chills, and they are coming on in again. They were in here earlier, and they turned the TV. Literally, the reason I was late is they turned the TV off on me just as soon as I was like just about to hit record or go live. They turned the TV off on me. There we go. All right. All right. If everybody will set your intention to fall into the smile into your heart. And please help me with these energies as we come through this evening. I will the energy contained within this candle to heal, harmonize, and balance my being. I open my mind to receive universal wisdom from higher powers, all higher powers of love and light only. May their guidance surround and protect me and all that's in the chat and on the replay in all of our endeavors. May this channel come through with clear, wise, passionate, helpful, and healing messages. And any and all else that is dark, negative, or low is to be banished at this time. And so it is. All right. Struggling with diabetes, keeping myself on track. Good. Good. Yeah, you've got to. You've got to on that. You've got to. My dad had, well, he does. He has diabetes since he was 6 years old. And he's had to give, I remember he had give himself a shot every day. And so it's, challenging for him now that he's getting a little bit older. So, all right, let's get moving. We're going to start with fire because Leo and the sun. And we're focusing on our heart center. Leo. Make sure that this is lined. I use selenite to keep my square here. You like the way the mic sounds? Thank you. I've tried a different setting. This thing has about 4 or 5 different settings. Oh, and my ears are starting to itch. Hey, okay. I like the way this one sounds too. Thank you. I mean, it's got a lot of different settings on it that I'm trying to understand. Plus, then I have another like sound bar thing on the screen that goes through the software. So, all right. If I don't answer your questions, hey, Madness, how you doing, hun? Thank you. Come on in. We are starting on fire. I just did the invocation. If you wouldn't mind, please share it out if you're on Facebook. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. They're popping. And for Leo, we're starting off with the Magician. Major life event, major arcana card. I do love this Magician card. He's the complete alchemist. He has all the tools that he needs to create his perfect life. All he has to do is put that into action. Okay? Love that started our reading sessions tonight. Challenged by the world. Major life event, major arcana. You want to talk about polarities. We are talking about the Magician being the number 1 and the World being the 21st tarot card. and everything in between. So, this tells me that we are being challenged, fire signs. This is fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We are being challenged to be the alchemists of our own life in order to come to completion, in order to not be caught up in the karma of the world, is what I'm hearing, the karma of the world. Once you get to that world stage in the tarot, that is the time where you're looking at things coming to a fixed state, things being manifested and sticking, long-term relationships, long-term businesses, and we're talking about setting up over the next 20 years of your life or more, okay? Being the magician, creating as you go with your intuitive now, with your higher loving awareness. It's not been easy getting there. It's not been easy. This Nine of Wands, which is a fire card sign, says so. She has gone through so much in determination for the fire signs here. She's gone through so much. He has experienced so much. And he's so close to that completion. He's so close to the completion. He's determined, but he's also going to leave this other stuff behind. And in fact, he's cut it down. No more. He's cutting it down. It's the light of the divine. I hear the light of the divine. You know you have that fire. Six of Wands. Love it. Love it for the fire signs. Six of Wands is the star. It is Leo. Okay? It's the person that gets up on the stage and says, yes, I'm doing it. So this is in the outside of you position. So maybe someone outside of you is going to help you to come in and alchemize that completion, that karmic event completion, getting to that fixed state, getting to the point where you are at that completion, even though you've gone through so much. There's someone outside of you that's really a star that's saying, hey, let's do this. I hope that you're listening, fire signs. There's someone outside you, around you. And they're very charismatic. I get a really happy energy from this individual. Male or female, don't get caught up in the card. Oh, okay. They want these two. Okay. Another major life event, major arcana, the Hermit. And finally, the Knight of Swords. All right, the major life event, the Hermit card. You have so much awareness already inside of you, fire signs. You already know where you're going. You've already probably made this choice deep within, whether you know it within your conscious state or not, but your subconscious knows it. You have been there, done that, gone through it, put up with it long enough. Allow this person outside of you that's wanting to help you to really come in, because I feel like there might be hesitation or block there. Because oftentimes the Hermit card is the person that goes within, keeps to themselves. Really, I mean, it's a wise card. I mean, the Hermit, creates the star of the cosmos all by themselves. The Hermit is Virgo energy, and we are very Virgo heavy right now. But the Knight of Swords, this is the hero that's coming rushing in, that's saying, move it. Knights are very fast, and the Knight of Swords is the fastest. Swords is our intellect, our communication, how we process through the mind. But here, I'm really feeling as though whatever this communication is, whoever this person is that's to outside of you, that's really there to help you and get you to that state of completion. Because the challenge here is the world. Completion, fixed, done, karma, paid, over. Move on with it. Start again. It's also restart. It's rebirth. Okay? They're saying move on. Like literally. If you're about to be moving somewhere, fire signs, this is your answer. Go. Because the Knight of Swords, he comes in and he don't fuck around. He's in it. He's like, I got a job to do. I'm on the way. You know. Let's see what's on the bottom. I love this. I love this for you, fire signs. Strength. Baby, you got all the strength in the world all within you. You have everything you need. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 major life event, major arcana cards on this reading. That's powerful. You are powerful and you know it. Just don't be reluctant and allow the outside person, whoever that charismatic person is that's talking to you or saying, hey, I'll help you out, or come, let's discuss this. Let's collaborate. Let's do this. Whatever it is for your personal situation. Don't pull yourself away and say, no, I got to be the hermit and do this by myself. Don't do that. Because right now we need assistance from people we can trust. We really do. These are not easy energies to put up with. These are very difficult energies. And if you have animals, pull in those animals and really use your animals to transmute any of the triggers that you have collected throughout the day, I'm hearing. So, as we go throughout our day, whether we're online, social media, or whether we're at work or just out and about in the world, we're going to get really triggered this week. And you've got the strength to say no, even though sometimes you can be a hothead. I'm hearing hothead. Yes. Okay. Hothead. Let it lie. Gentle. Gentle is the theme for this week. And that doesn't mean they win. Don't have that kind of an attitude. That means you win because you've managed your energies. And if you really look at this on a multidimensional level, you are creating your now moment in every single moment. You really, truly are. And if every human would understand that they are creating their now moment in every single moment, everybody would live in harmony and love. But because of lifetimes of struggles and difficulties and all of this needing to change for lifetimes, for millennia, it's now time for them to go ahead and step on in. So step in. Let people in. Be the alchemist. Know that you've come far. Know that you've done well. Know you have the inner strength to stay within, but also collaborate. You see what I'm saying? Your inner world and your love awareness is going to be creating everything right now. So that's the challenge. Let's pull. I just feel like we need a Light Seekers card for this. Light Seeker. Oh, there it comes. Isis. Wow. Your dreams, visions, goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Call on the goddess Isis. Call on Isis. Become Isis. No, you are Isis, is what I just heard. Yeah. Basically confirming everything I just said to you, fire signs. I hope that helped. I really, truly do. All right, this is all fire. Now we're on to water. And everybody in the replay, thank you so much. You're a time traveler. I love having you here. Please like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. If you want to win, these 6 crystals will be given away 1 week from tonight when I do the Aquarius second full moon video. So you definitely want to make sure that you have commented on the replay. Everybody must comment on the replay video. If you've not gone to YouTube, comment on the replay. Please. Okay. How's everybody doing? We're on to water. Nice, Amy. Yeah, another thing is, Amy just reminded me because she had messaged me earlier. You know, really and truly get with your plants, get with your animals. You guys, those plants and those animals will transmute all these triggers, transmute all the energies, all the shift that's happening this week, that's coming, that may have already happened this week. Just put your hand on them and set the intention. You put one hand on your animal, one hand on your heart or on your plant, and the other hand on your heart, and just set the intention. Transmute these energies off my body. Do not allow this negative energy to stay within my body. And then just pet them and love them, and they will do it. I do it every night with my cat. Let that cat lay right next to me, and he transmutes that energy right on out my body every night. All right, these cards are talking. They don't even want to shuffle. Popping too. Okay. Thank you. So you'll have to go back and figure out the fire, Kelly. We're trying to do the timestamps for everybody on the replay, so that you guys can just go. If you want to skip over the astrology and the channeled message at the beginning, it's all channeled. But if you want to just get to your card read, we'll have each element's timestamp in the comments. Thank you, Kelly. Thanks, moderator. Okay, they're just saying go with these. We have the Hermit, major life event, major arcana for the water signs. Pisces, lovely Pisces. Scorpio and Cancer. Challenged by the Fool, major life event, major arcana card. I feel like the water signs have really been getting super downloaded. Like they have been getting so many messages intuitively, and it's coming through in such an emotional way. Like there's been a lot of shedding of their ego, and they're in a pure spirit form is what I'm hearing. And the challenge is to kind of come out of that, to as the Fool here is in representation of new beginnings, of taking a leap, of taking a chance, of really stepping out and just jumping into the cosmos. Basically, she's about to jump into the flower of life here, right? So, and she's got one hand in a crystal and she's just leaning. She's got her wand, which is in symbol of her action, her passion, her work. She's got her crystal to keep her grounded. And she's just closing her eyes and falling back into it. Okay? She's trusting. That's what I'm hearing. They must trust. Must trust the inner guidance, because the Hermit goes within to find all of the wisdom that is here, given to you by your highest self, by your highest consciousness. The Hermit has studied how his energies work with others. He's very wise in that. But he's often not taking the chance, and he can be quite guarded and non trusting. And I feel because the water signs have had so much downloads coming, so much intuitive messages coming, whether it be from what they might consider their higher self, their source, their gods, or whether it be from someone else. I'm hearing someone else. Alien contact. Really? Okay. Alien contact. That's interesting. And then we have the Empress. Well, if that doesn't look alien, I don't know what does. Okay, so 3 major life event, major arcana cards. Remember, 78 cards are in a deck. This is going to get good. The Empress. She is the lovely birthing energy. She is just in her creation phase, and she births everything to completion. See how she's birthing the world here in this card. She's overflowing with water. Water is the intuitive self. She's at peace. She knows how to create. She doesn't allow, she just goes. She doesn't allow anything to come in her way of maybe like blocking herself. She knows it's inevitable. I'm giving birth. She doesn't question it. She jumps right into it. This is a very young energy. This is the young mother energy. Let's keep going. Okay. That one just, oh. All right. Well, we've got the Queen of Cups for the water signs. We're on the water signs. The Eight of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. And the water signs got a bonus popper. The King of Pentacles. Let's see if I can pull that down just a little. And that way you can see. All right. So the intuitive self that I was feeling earlier, you were getting a lot of intuitive downloads. You're getting a lot of messages either from your highest power or from others coming in. There's a Queen of Cups here, which is in representation of the water signs, okay? And you can see here, she's completely depicted in all of her intuitive flow. She knows that her highest consciousness and her highest self awareness comes through her love, through the love energy, through the brain in the heart, basically feeling her way through life. And she's completely releasing. She's completely at ease with everything. She's trusting. So there's a water signs outside of you, and this could be a sun, moon, or rising. Could be a male or female that's completely and totally in her flow. That's assisting you with birthing this and trusting to move forward with whatever this is. I feel like there's a work deal, or maybe it's just your dedication. No, this is your dedication. It may not be work. It may be just dedication to something going on within. I feel a very within energy here. Yeah. The Eight of Pentacles is an earth energy. It's tangible things, practical things that you can touch, feel, taste, smell. Stuff in our world that we manifest. The Eight of Pentacles I feel like that you need to be a little more determined. That you know you're about to birth this, but you're not trusting it. I really feel like this person on the outside, much like the fire, that I've been feeling this community vibration all day. Like, I need to talk to them about community. I need to talk to them about, in their environment, their neighbors, their friends, their coworkers, people within their environment. I feel like that there's someone there for you, water signs, on something that you're really passionate about at work and that is going to birth, but you're kind of not trusting something here. You're not trusting something. So we have the outcome here is the Ace of Pentacles. And then I use, if there's always another popper, I use this as the bottom card. No, I'm being told no. Okay. They said it's a clarifier card for the Pentacles. Okay. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, which is your brand new seed of creation, what you're creating. And then you have the King of Pentacles, who is like all knowing, but totally chill. And he knows his stuff. And he's really suave. This could be a female as well. And to get that seed, you have to be completely grounded in this. And I feel like that you water signs have been overly emotional, even though you have intuitive guidance that's coming in, even though you have the messages that are coming through, whether it be through your highest guidance or someone outside of you here that's helping you, assisting you, coming into your life. You've gone within. You must take the chance. This is going to happen. There is a trust issue here. There is a trust issue because this is something you really, really want. You've been really working on this, and it's okay. It's so hard to trust anything nowadays, right? But you know what? You can trust your heart. And if your heart tells you that this is the right thing for you, that's what you have to follow. Because these are heart space energies. Sun in Leo, heart space, making decisions with the heart through the intuitive mind. You have the seed. There's only 4 of these in a deck. Okay, you have the seed of creation that, like, literally, and you have the Empress and the Fool and the Hermit, and you got a couple here. So maybe you're working within your marriage or your best friendship or, collaborations of some sort. But this overall is just a gorgeous reading for the water signs. This is a beautiful energy to be carrying. I just feel like you need to trust more on something. I keep hearing that. Yeah, the Page of Cups is here on the bottom to say, hey, you have the intellect, you have the intuitive flow. Trust it. There's been an offer. The Page of Cups shows up as an offer, and it could be someone younger than you. But he's also the dreamer, and he's very naive. So be trusting that it's okay. If you don't know it all, or you're a little green in something, it's all right. Everything always comes to you if you listen. That's what I hear. Everything always comes to you if you listen. I feel like we're going to pull a Black Moon Astrology card for the water signs. These are upside down. For the water signs, we're going to pull in the Black Moon Astrology card. Honoring the most recent new moon in Leo, Lionsgate portal. That portal energy is still very much active. And it's not too late to sit down and write your intentions out. If you're not trusting water signs, go ahead and make yourself a little list. And if you don't like to write, then voice it to yourself. Voice it. And then listen to it, play back. There's great power in voice recording stuff down and then listening to it the next day. I do it a lot. All right. Water signs. Okay. There it is. That's the one they want. Right there. Okay. Well, this makes sense. So we have the 7th house of partners. 7th house. The 7th house is ruled by Libra, air sign, intellect, relationships, balance. The 7th house is also like being mutual with one another, a mutual understanding between two people. Okay. It's sharing. You know, the 7th house is all about that gorgeous love. The 7th house is, okay, whenever we decide, okay, I want to be in a partnership, you know. In the story of the astrology, it starts with Aries, ends with Pisces. Once you get to the 7th house, that's when you're like, yeah, okay, so now I've learned all of this stuff. Now I want someone to partner with. Now I want someone in my life to do this with. And I really feel, because in the reading here, you have this King of Pentacles, you have this Queen of Cup, you have this birthing energy, water signs. You know, if you're not in a relationship, maybe you're in a partnership with someone else. It could be love, it could be work. Trust. I just keep hearing, that's all I keep hearing is trust. You must trust. Trust and take a chance. Because this is happening one way or another. This is something you've been working on. This is something you're planting. Birthing and rebirthing is what I just heard. Somebody's birthing and then rebirthing something. And that could be anything. All right, there you go. Hope that helped you, water signs. Thank you very much. Now we are on to, we did fire, water. Now we'll do earth. Earth energies, Virgos, Capricorns, and Tauruses. Now remember, when I get to the end, I'll take a few questions, but you have to ask generalized questions that's going to help the entire collective here and on the replay. I love you, time travelers. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the video if you want to get in to win these 6 crystals, which are the Aquarian Nature Made Crystal Zodiac Sign crystals. I will be giving this away 1 week from tonight. So you want to make sure that you get in there and you comment on the replay so that you can make sure your name's in the drawing, because we'll have that next week. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Jerry. Thank you for being here. Hey, Grace. Good evening. Yeah. No, princess. I wouldn't. I mean, if that's what you know. I wouldn't say that. Oh. Hey, Shauna. So nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Oh, you earth signs. You know, this week you guys may very well be challenged with getting, like, I feel like there's like, I'm getting up on my high horse about shit. Like, give it a rest a little is what I'm hearing. Because earth signs, sometimes in these kind of really, really, really intense energies, you guys can get a little out there with your particularness, especially the Virgos and the Capricorns. Taurus is not so much. Taurus is a little more mellow, a little more grounded. Not that they're not all grounded. And I love all of them. I'm just reading it as I see it. All right, one more. Okay. Yeah, see, they don't want to shuffle. All right. And they want these cut. Sometimes I ask them to have them cut. Sometimes I just say, keep on going. All right. Earth signs. Okay. Two of Cups, the soulmate card. I love this card. Look at all that beautiful chakra energy coming out of those bowls, just enveloping their souls. And justice, balance, complete balance, getting just deserves. Justice is a major life event, major arcana card for the earth signs. Someone's coming into money. And the world, major life event, major arcana. I find it very interesting that we've already had the world come out twice this evening, and we're on the third element. You know, these are karmic, destined conclusions that we are walking into right now. Everyone. Earth signs, you are asked, you are being challenged to find your balance as above, so below. To have the realization that your justice is there within your relationship. And it may be coming to a conclusion. We'll wait and see. They want it there. You know, minding your own energy throughout a judicial procedure is what I'm hearing. Queen of Wands. Someone outside of you might be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Very flamboyant, almost cocky attitude. I feel cocky. Yeah, I feel like somebody's leaving somebody or going through a divorce or a breakup or something with you earth signs. Yeah. And the Nine of Wands. So this is also fire energy. And this is really being almost at the very end. If you remember, we just had this in the first, was it the fire signs? Yeah. And the Nine of Wands is also this almost to completion energy, but not giving up. Keep pushing forward. Persevere the situation. You will be able to arise above this. You know, get to that completion. But this is not fun, I'm feeling. Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody's watching. The Page of Swords is that snoopy shithead that's watching and talking behind your back and talking stuff. Now, it's not always that, but that's what I'm feeling right now. So, you know, it can also be a student or learning something like that, someone young. But in this situation, this is someone's talking and running their mouth about your situation. You've got to rise above it. You have to rise above it. You have to realize this is over. You have to make the choice to feel balanced, as above, so below. So if you want balance as within, as without, in your outer world, you have to have it in your inner world, right? Right, earth signs? No matter how obnoxious, egotistical, how chaotic, how much bullshit is going on, you can do this. Be mindful of watchers and talkers, is what I'm hearing. What's on the bottom? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is a slow moving knight. Out of all knights, we have 4 knights in the tarot. This is the slowest mover. Okay. He's representing completely methodical. He plans and pre-plans everything out. He thinks about things. He keeps an eye out. But he's also like, you know, like, see, he's not even on the horse. You know, most knights, they're on the horse or they're riding the bike or however it's depicted. I love this card. I truly love this card because he's just walking along barefoot, grounded. He's got his drum on his back, and he's got his horse there. And he's just so awesome. He's just chilling with it. So maybe that's the answer here. Yeah, because see, he's walking right into this completion card. And he knows he's got to go there. He's got his back turned to this chick. Or male. Whatever this energy is. And I don't see this energy all the time like this. I see this energy as very, very egotistical, very cocky, very like all about their own stuff, And it's sad and it's unfortunate, but I can promise you when you go through this, you're going to feel so much better in the long run once it's all done. Let's go ahead because this is a relationship card for the earth signs. And this is a relationship reading. It's turned into that. Could be also in a relationship and work. It doesn't have to be love. I feel very much a love vibration with this, though. Like a real difficult one. Let's go ahead and pull a clarifier from the Psychic Heart Tarot. For the earth signs, completion. No. Man, I don't like giving readings like that. I'm sorry. It's hard. But it's necessary. And if it's, trust me, it's the time and you know it, earth signs. It's over. Balance. Look at this. So you get the exact same. Oh, you got two here. You get the exact same as this, but in a different deck. So really, okay. So the Justice card and the Justice card, same card. This is balance, complete balance. And then the base chakra, that's your root. That's your root chakra. That's passion, power. That's you're all knowing. That's where it all begins. Okay. So you really need to understand the balance card throughout all of this. You have balance here, you have justice here. You must find that balance, as above, so below, as within, as without. I keep hearing that a lot. And just know, no matter how difficult, know how hard this is, it's the right choice. Don't let other people's nonsense that they're talking get to you, because quite frankly, that's not worth it. It's not. Manage your own energies. Walk with your horse and chill. Okay? Earth signs, thank you so much. Thank you. Work with your base chakra, root chakra. Coil the snake at the base of the root of the chakra. Envision it there after you've breathed in and got yourself into a meditative state. And then I want you to see that coil of that snake right at the base, right at your tailbone. Okay? And when you're ready, that snake is going to represent all of that root chakra energy. And then I want you to pull that snake straight on up your spine. Straight on up, straight on up, straight on up. Up through all the crown, from the solar plexus to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown, and all the above the crown chakras. And just let that snake pull all that root chakra energy out and cleanse anything that's dense. As you're doing this, you're breathing out the dark color that is in representation of the dense. And once that snake comes out, it's gone. You'll feel a lot better. All right. So last element. We are on air. Air signs, Libra, the lovely Libras, and Gemini, where the North Node is. And then we have Aquarius. We have so much Aquarius energy. I feel very odd and strange and, in my quirky self. I'm wearing my Please Be a Nice Human shirt and all of that. It's just kind of like, Aquarius just don't give a fuck sometimes, like they're just going to do for them. Now they care about the outside world and they want to be with friends and community and all that, but they can also be very aloof. They can also be like, okay, I'm just with me. I'm going to keep my energies to myself right now. So I've been feeling that, but I've also been feeling lots of love and community too. So it's been a really kind of like paradoxical kind of energy. It's been beautiful energy for me, but last week was very challenging energies. Oh, Shauna. Okay. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Guys, I've gone through 3 and I haven't have a little drink of tea. All right. Do we have any air signs in the house? By the way, thank you on the replay. I really appreciate you. If you'd like, share and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. We do contests every single month. Make sure you comment on the video 1 week from tonight. For the second Aquarius full moon, we'll be giving away this 6-pack of Aquarius nature-made crystals. This is my gift. Every month I do giveaways, something different. Last couple of months we've done tarot card sets and stuff like that. This month we're doing these crystals. I have all kinds of gifts that I've been collecting over the time that I've been building this studio. And I have lots of fun gifts to give away. So it's always fun. I did 15 years in radio. I've been an intuitive since I was young. So this is kind of the fun part of it. I work one-on-one with people. I am a death dieta. I do quite a bit of work with people who are passing or have passed. And also the astrology plays into that. Higher awareness, loving awareness, coming from that loving awareness state, basically. Bringing in my higher guidance to assist humanity is my soul's passion. So this is what I do, but this is the fun part. This is just using the astrology and the tarot as fun. I've done the tarot since I was a teenager, so it's just fun. So thank you for being here, air signs. And we're beginning with the 10 of Pentacles. Woo woo. Nice. I like it a lot. 10 of Pentacles, earth energy manifested. Okay? Everything that you're beginning with the seed. So like we had the coin in the last reading. Okay? Which is the seed. The ace of coin. This is the 10. You've gone through all of it. You are at complete completion of fulfillment with family. You have wealth. You're grounded within your spirit. You have it all. It's kind of like the Capricornian elderly energy when you get to that phase of retirement and you have grandchildren and you have, all of your family. And it's a really good energy to kick off. Really good for you guys. We're on the air signs. And challenging this is the 8 of Pentacles. She is the diligent student at work perfecting her craft. Okay? So even though there's a completion of wonderful life events here that have manifested in this world for you, you're being challenged to continue to craft on, to continue to cultivate something else on top of it. Very Capricornian vibe, by the way. I don't know if maybe one of you air signs has a Capricorn moon or a Capricorn rising, but I feel a very Capricornian vibe with this. Let's keep going and see what's going on here. Thank you, Joni. Hey, Mermaid Soul. Thanks for being here. Hey, Nikki. Okay, here we go. Woo! Went flying. The Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful card to have. Remember, only 4 aces in the deck. Now, the Ace of Cups is the seed of love. It's the seed of beginning something so wonderful that it envelops your heart, that it keeps you and holds you at night. It's something you think about. You're like, oh, I want to do this. It's very complementary to the challenge position here of the 8 of Pentacles. Let's keep going. Let's see. I love the Ace of Cups. That's a brand new beginning at love, or in something you love. Could be something you love to do, but it's new. It's not, it's just an idea right now, Air signs are having fun. That's what they just said to me. Queen of Swords. Well, hello. There's the Libra card. That's air right there. That's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. The Queen of Swords don't mess around, okay? She knows her stuff. She's highly determined. I love that she's like sitting on this top of this castle, it looks like. Or is that a boat? I'm going to say it's a castle because she's got her little chakra bowl there to the side, her little water bowl or whatever that is. And I feel like she's just like, I'm the queen of the castle here. I am in charge of this. So someone in this situation with you, Aries, that's outside of you is also very air energy. She's very smart. She's very determined. She knows where she's going in life. She's watching. She's listening. She's really good at paying attention. This might be a female or a male, but it's an energy outside of you that's really good for you. And it might have something to do with cultivating this craft, needing to cultivate something new for this something that you love. Yeah, 7 of Cups. So this is going to be your person. This is going to be your person that's going to get you out of this confusion. It might even be that you have too many options going on here and you need to be, see here, this is the card where they're determined, they're working through the night, they're going to study this, they're going to make this happen. They're very focused in on what they're doing and what they're crafting. The challenge with this is go ahead and continue, like be that person. Like you're having that challenge to do that because you've already created so much in your life. But there's something brand new here that you really need to work on. But you're confused. I think that there's multiple things possibly, and you need to just choose one. There's just one that you need to choose. This air sign that's outside of you, male or female, it could even be a direct communication coming through an email or a text or something like that. But normally these queens, they embody, they're an embodiment of another individual that you're working with. So with this 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups is like there's so many different things that I have to choose from. And I don't want to choose wrong. They're saying, I don't want to choose wrong. But you know that you can weed this out. You got to weed these out. And this is a really good time for this because we're coming into Mercury going into Virgo. So we'll have 3 of the personal planets that are connecting to us, very like stuff that manifest in our life in Virgo. Virgo is the one that goes through everything, organizes everything, labels everything, makes sure everything's just how it's supposed to be. Get rid of stuff that it doesn't need. So this air sign, whether it be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius outside of you, and that could be their moon or their rising, is there to help you. If this is resonating with you, you know who I'm talking about. All right. What's the completion, please? That one. Yeah, there's a Knight of Wands. I dig this Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands, of course, is fire. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And as you can see here, this chick is just drumming. She's just having her great old time out on the beach or wherever she's at. And she's just having a huge night. She's letting her spirit fly. So really, make the choice, take whatever guidance is being given here on what you're needing to craft into this one beautiful cup of something you love, something you're really truly like going to feel great about, okay? And really, you're going to get there. But choose the fun one. This is the epitome of fun. This is like where we should all be focusing right now. Every single person, if you're highly evolved and you're trying to raise your frequency, you're trying to ascend, you want to get to the 4D, 5D states, you want to get on up in there, then you have to cultivate and find that thing that you love. And it'll put you right there in that state. Yeah. I see here on the bottom, we have this 8 of Swords. Okay. That's also air. Okay. So 8 of Swords is this chick, as you can see, she's sitting there. She's been through hell, okay? She's lost in her thoughts, and she is not wanting to see. Like, she's just done, okay? But she's also, like, guarding herself. The wisdom that you're looking for is all right there, but you have to be able to want to see it and still push on through. Too many choices here is what's causing this confusion. Once you get to that point where you can really narrow it down and make the choice for the one cup on something that you're crafting and creating through this beautiful accumulation of completion of life path, love, work, family, home, this has got to go. That's got to go. No more choices. You want to be able to get to this place where you're overjoyed. But right now, let's see, they're wanting to show the bottom. Yeah, Temperance. Okay, there's major life event, major arcana card. The Temperance card, he is all about keeping himself grounded within and without. Like he's not going to allow outside interferences to mess up his vibe. This is very much not letting people get to you energy. Holding all of your patience within, holding everything within, not letting the past difficulties get so much to you, what you've gone through, what you're going through. Don't let it. Take the blindfold off. Really look at yourself and say, I want this energy. I'm going to be gentle with myself. I'm going to make a choice. I'm going to listen to the advice that's being given so that I can get to that pure joy state, because I have this beautiful brand new idea, this brand new thing that's going to really light me on fire and really make me happy. Go with that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Let's pull an Ascended Master card, I feel. For the air signs. We're on the air signs. If you have any questions, put them in the comments now. I'll take a few questions at the end. Thank you all so much for being here. Wow, that one flew across the thing. Hold on. Okay. Jeez. There we go. Ha! The Archangel Michael. Oh my goodness. And he is air, by the way. He's completely air. It says, trusting in heaven, You are safe. Angels are standing close by, your angels and guides. Surrender your concerns and allow the miracle to occur. Really, surrender. Let go of all this confusion energy. Cultivate your craft. Choose one. One. And then you're going to have all this joy. I think that's literally my favorite Knight of Wands I've ever seen. I just love this. You know? Isn't that cool? But yeah, and call upon the Archangel Michael. He'll help you slice and dice through all those choices. He'll tell you what's what. He's going to say what's what, right? And if this person is offering up some assistance, I would take it because they're pretty wise. All right. Beautiful. You guys are awesome. This is so much fun. I love this. I just love it. I look forward to Tuesday every week. Oh my goodness. Yay. Awesome. Okay. This one is, I don't know, I have a few. This one is the Keepers of the Light. I introduced all the cards at the very beginning. All right. So, anybody want me to ask question? You can ask me a question about anything from awakening, ascension, or your spirituality, or astrology, or anything that's going on. You know, you can ask me any questions. You know, please try to keep it general. Don't ask me specific questions about like your birth chart or anything super duper personal or anything like that. I'll tell you what I'll do with these questions, since we didn't use these a whole lot. We got the Black Moon Astrology cards here. They're really great cards. They have everything in there. And what you can do is ask your question. And then I'll pull a card. And then we'll channel the answer. And then we'll get on out of here. Okay. I'll go ahead and ask. Well, that one's already wanting to come. And I already know what the question is. And so did they. I was going to go ahead and ask the question of, will everyone who receives this transmission through this broadcast tonight actually focus on losing the triggers and focusing on the heart space this week? Really? Will that happen? 11th house, friends. Okay, so that's totally perfect. This is speaking to the Aquarian house. Okay, so Aquarius is the 11th house. This is your friends, your groups, your individuals, the collective, the community. This is society. This is everything happening outside the world. Okay, this could be outside the world. Cosmic is what I'm hearing. I feel like there's going to be so much going on in the world. And I'm getting this, I can smell like a sickness. I can smell like it's a stinky smell. And I can smell it right now. And I feel like there's so much of that going on that it's like, you know, when you're like cooking in the kitchen and there's, I don't know, you got basil chicken going, whatever. I'm no chef. Fuck's sake. They said, yeah, no, I'm not a chef. Anyway, they make me laugh sometimes. But anyway, you know, like when you're cooking in the kitchen, right? And you can smell that enveloped smell, and you can't like just get rid of it. You know, like it's there. Like I made some Thai chicken the other night or whatever it was. And I was like, damn, this stuff is smelling for a while. It's the same thing. But I'm smelling this like collective sickness. And when I say sickness, I'm not talking about the shit, the whatever that Delta stuff is. I'm talking about there's a sickness in this world from the spell that's been cast over a very long time. And there's a sickness going around, and people are not able to see clearly. Now, more and more and more are beginning to see clearly. But the key to see is to really use these next 2 weeks while we're still Sun in Leo. This is it. This is the only Sun in Leo that we're going to get all fucking year. So right now, lay down the fear, lay down the judgment, lay it all down. Because those triggers are only going to catapult your energy into a lower vibrational frequency, therefore screwing up what you're manifesting, which we're supposed to be in our heart space. We're supposed to be manifesting from the heart, from what we love right now. But there's going to be a lot of outside stuff going on. So just be aware. Loving awareness. I am walking in loving awareness. Say it to yourself. Am I in loving awareness right now? Is this bringing me a loving awareness state? Or is this fucking up my energy? All right. Hi, Renee. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't help it. Okay. Now, remember, everybody, I have 5 different groups going, and then also the YouTube channel, and it all comes together on one thing on my chat. So what I'm looking at is everybody's from every angle. And I'm starting to be, I'm in a real high state. I get really, really high. Like I get high. Like I don't need to drink alcohol or do any kind of, CBD oil or whatever that, I get high from spirit. Like truly. And towards the end, I really get kind of giggly. So, all right, let's answer Renee's question. All right, let's see here. Where was it? Hold on. How do we break the collective spell? All right. How do we break the collective spell? Ooh, Chiron healing. Renee, wasn't it you that was asking about Chiron, or was it somebody else here recently? This is really awesome that you answered that. Like, this is going to help so many people. Okay. I really feel called. Okay. So just so you know a little bit about the mythology of Chiron. Chiron is a centaur, half horse, half man, just like the Sagittarius. Okay. Chiron rules astrology, everything mystic and wizardry and all of that. Now, Chiron is currently in Aries. Okay. It's at, oh man, my ears are itching. I think it's at 13 degrees. Now, if you take Chiron, he is the wounded healer. He had to heal himself. Okay. He had a really rough go of it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. And I don't do this very often, but where's it at? There it is. Hold on a second. I'm going to just do this real quick. It's number 8, by the way, which is eternal. The answer might be eternal. Basically, the collective is going to have to learn to break the spell through the loving awareness state of healing. But I want to pull this out just because I think it would be beneficial to the whole. And that's what we're here to do. Okay. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to give you a little bit. Chiron, healing. The wound is the place where the light enters you. you heal through your pain. You have to learn to love the pain body. You truly have to literally sit with that pain and really love that pain and not make it wrong and not make whatever happened to you wrong. That's the key. Okay, here we go. Healing must take place before you are able to deal with the matter. Chiron is not a planet, but a comet with a unique orbit that travels through the entire zodiac over approximately 51 years. Chiron is the Greek word for man-horse. In myth, Chiron, the centaur, the wisest of all creatures, was the wounded healer and the self-enlightened shaman. He was wounded in flank and was almost crippled, but was rehabilitated from his wounds and sickness to pursue the healing arts through the guidance of Apollo, god of light. For astrologers, Chiron has a special purpose as a bridge between the inner and the outer planets, a bridge between the animal and the human, the wisdom that lies in both forms. In the chart, Chiron's place shows transition linking to the mundane to the extraordinary. This heavenly body takes us on a journey through our darkness, where we pass through the next side with the strengths we did not realize we had until we passed through the black place. Chiron has a relationship to the two astrological signs of Virgo, health, physical well-being. She's the healer. Sagittarius, consciousness, religion, your spiritual well-being. Chiron lords over the matters of health, illness, and disease, and especially how they relate to our personal journey through life. One must seek darkness before there is light. One must experience sickness before there is lasting health. Chiron also represents the resurrection, so has some relationship to the Christ figure as the wounded healer. This card of great transformation, therefore, in many ways, you are rising from the swamps. Chiron's energy says that once we are able to heal ourselves, we can also take this gift or wound and learn how to restore others. We can mend our wounds when we embrace, process, and understand the gift of illness, of dysfunction. Chiron is also an expert in alchemy, which gives us the ability to transform the mundane into the marvelous. I cannot wait for Conscious Combos. I'll have my first show called Conscious Combos a week from, I think it's either Thursday or Friday. It's going to be in a couple of weeks. And I'm bringing in a lot of healers, a lot of different light workers, love warriors, way showers, astrologers, you name it. And we're going to have conscious combos, intuitively driven combos about stuff like this. Because truly, in order for us to heal humanity and break the dream spell, we have to heal ourselves through the darkness. And the reason I'm having these shows is to really, I haven't been able to really reveal a whole lot, but I've been through so much of that. And I would never teach from the ego what I do not experience. Now, when the channel starts coming through, that's another story. I can't really predict what's going to happen there. And a lot of time I don't even remember when I'm in that state. But it's so important. Right now, this world needs to heal. And we will break the dream spell. We will break that horrible spell that's over this world when each one of us takes responsibility for healing our pain, our darkness, our shadow. And stops fighting about it. I believe. I really do. Okay, any other questions? If there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it on up for the night. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Remember, we're going to have Mars squaring the nodes this weekend. The nodes of fate, the nodes of karma. Your difficult days are going to be Wednesday and Thursday. Then it'll start to flow a little easier on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday should be pretty good. Remember, the moon will be in Scorpio this weekend. Make certain that you are doing your deep, beautiful psychic work this weekend. We're almost, I think we'll be at the quarter moon. Let me double check. Hi. Yeah, the moon will be void, of course, on Friday. Yeah, with Pluto and Eris and the nodes, they'll be kind of like the stamp will be put on from the power struggle of the week, and at least you'll know, whatever the shocking thing is that happens either today, tomorrow, the next day, you'll know. And then by Sunday, when the moon moves into Sagittarius, things are going to get fired back up again for the week going into Monday. Your best day is Saturday. Plan accordingly. I love you. If there's no more questions, I'm going to say goodnight. Please remember, do not allow people to trigger you this week. Come from loving awareness. You've chose your road. Get in the car, push the pedal, and hit drive, right? All right. Remember, walk in the light, spread the sparkle. You